All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Unfortunately, we have a tweet from Bleacher Report. James Wiseman is beyond uncertain to come back this season. I mean, those words are crazy, beyond uncertain. I've never heard that before. It seems like they have no or zero. It seems like they have zero to no clue as far as James Wiseman's status. And this is a blow. This is definitely a blow. But the bigger blow for the Golden State Warriors was definitely Steph Curry last Wednesday night getting injured by Marcus Smart. Whether or not you think it was a dirty play or not, like still, it happened. It's in the past, and you just kind of got to get through it, right? So Steph will be reevaluated in about a week and a half. Apparently, there's still like some reasonable hope that he can come back mid-April, which is about a month away for the start of the playoffs. I mean, if they don't have Steph Curry, we're looking at probably like second round at the absolute most. I think if they get Steph Curry back and Steph Curry's fully healthy, I'm not like all that worried about Golden State. I've been seeing a lot of tweets. It seems like, I don't know, Warriors Nation is like kind of upset because they didn't use... Like, you have Chiozza, you have Lee, like, you have no really solid backup center. I guess Kevon Looney, but Kevon kind of sucks this season, at least as far as consistency goes. So I personally think Golden State definitely needed to get a bigger body, particularly a big-bodied center, like a 7-foot center. But that, I guess, was the hope with James Wiseman. But at the same time, James Wiseman probably wasn't going to get that much run this year anyways. I mean, he's really young. The guy's like super young, and he's got a lot of flaws. He's also played 0 games for him this year. Welcome back to the channel, though, man. If you enjoy it, hit the like button, hit that sub button. Trying to hit 10.1K subs by the start of next week, which I guess is, in 2 days. Every like, every comment, it really helps out the algorithm, so I appreciate all the love so much. I still have Golden State going to the Western Conference. I still have, I think honestly, I still have them going all the way to the finals as long as they're healthy. James Wiseman, like I said, I mean, it sucks, because that's just more added depth. But what I was really focused on with Golden State was getting Draymond Green back. I mean, I think Draymond Green obviously is the orchestrator of this. I honestly don't know how many rings Steph, Clay, Dre would have if there was no Dre in the picture. Like, as good as Steph, as good as Clay are, especially as a 1-2 duo, I don't think they would have as many championships without Draymond Green. I don't think that's a hot take one bit. So getting Draymond Green back, who literally leads your team in rebounds and assists, that's a huge deal. Now, the Warriors short term, they're not screwed. Like, they're the furthest thing from screwed. Like I said, I think the most important thing was getting Draymond Green back, which is why I'm not worried whatsoever. Now, 2 weeks from now, if we get a reevaluation and Steph Curry is like, all right, it's not looking good. There's no tear, no structural damage. I'm not talking about that, but I'm talking about like either returning for the start of the playoffs or returning fully healthy. If both of those are off the table, we have a different conversation, because the Western Conference is stacked. The NBA is stacked in general. There's a lot of talented teams on the East, a lot of talented teams on the West. As far as a championship run without Steph Curry goes, I don't think it's really in the cards quite yet, or if that's even a realistic possibility in the future. But that's why I want to talk about Jordan Poole. Jordan Poole in his last 8 games has scored about 25 points per game. He's getting about 25 points, getting about 5 assists per game. He's shooting 58% from the field, and he's shooting about 50% from downtown. Jordan Poole. This is a guy who a little over a year ago was in the G League. This guy was in the G League. I mean, I have a Warriors channel, and on my Warriors channel, I talk all the time about how I want the Warriors to pay the man. I want them to pay Jordan Poole. I want Jordan Poole to be a part of the long-term Golden State Warriors. Because when Steph Curry ultimately retires, when Klay Thompson ultimately retires, I want to see if he can just take those keys with Moses Moody, with Kuminga, with Wiseman, because I think they will, and I think they can. Jordan Poole is so explosive. He's got a great first step. He can shoot. He can pass. He can defend. He's on his way to becoming an NBA star. He's up for an extension relatively soon, and we'll see what the Warriors do. I would imagine Jordan Poole returns with Golden State, but who knows how long Steph and Klay can keep it going. Who knows how long they'll keep going. But there's always a part in the back of my head saying, what if Jordan Poole was on like a rebuilding team? Like, what if Jordan Poole was on, like a lottery team? What would they look like? What would his stats look like? Would he be able to take this team and bring them into the playoffs being their star player? I got to tell you, I don't think the answer is no. I really don't think the answer is no. That's how good I think Jordan Poole is. I think Jordan Poole's ceiling, we don't even have an idea of it. I don't think we can even grasp Jordan Poole's ceiling. So as far as height goes, like James Wiseman's injury doesn't do jack. They already were lacking height. But you got Draymond Green back. There was a reason the Golden State Warriors, before the All-Star break, before Draymond Green's injury, were the number one defense. No one was worried about their lack of size. Maybe there were some critics saying, oh, Golden State for extra depth, maybe they should get some more size. Who knows if James Wiseman's coming back? Because keep in mind, this is like 3 months ago. Number one defense in the entire NBA, the Golden State Warriors, when Draymond Green was healthy. So no, I'm not worried because James Wiseman just got injured. Now, Kevon Looney isn't the best. I've seen Kevon Looney play solid. I've seen him play solid. I've also seen him play really bad where it's like, wow, this is bad. But I've also been like, damn, Kevon Looney's kind of getting good. And then I feel like, 2 weeks later, it's like, well, all right. But you have him. You have Draymond Green. You have Bjelica. You have Otto Porter. You have Jonathan Kuminga. Like, you have Andrew Wiggins. I know not all those players I mentioned are, like, necessarily even forwards. But they're at least long. Golden State's at least long. One thing we've seen from Toronto this year is they don't even have a true center on their entire team. Kevon Looney, Draymond Green, like, they don't really have that. They have Siakam playing the 5. You got Chris Boucher, Kem Merch, Precious Achiuwa. Like, none of those are really kind of solid, true bigs. Toronto's made it work defensively all season. So I'm not worried whatsoever about the Golden State Warriors. But like I said, Steph Curry, it all relies on Steph Curry getting healthy. Klay Thompson is starting to get going. I am a little interested to see how Andre Iguodala fits back into the rotation because he's been out for a minute as well. But you get the point I'm trying to say here, especially with that bench. Like, even just guys like Bjelica, like, they're really solid pickups. Kuminga's provided a ton for him this season. A ton. Moses Moody has his moments. All these young players are having their moments, and they're mixed in almost perfectly blended in with all the veterans on the squad. So I'm just not worried about Golden State. I still got them in the Western Conference Finals. And to be honest with you, I still got them going to the finals. I still got them going to the finals. I still think I have them winning the finals. That's it for today. Hit the like button, hit that sub button for daily NBA content. And for the algorithm, drop a comment down below. Are you worried about the Golden State Warriors? Let me know down below.